A reality check I got once I was back in the dating scene was that I was not going to get everything that I wanted in a man that was on my list. Once I started dating, I realized that if he was fine, he was stupid. If he was smart, he was not my type. If he was smart and fine, he was a liar. It was almost like I needed to mix all of these different guys into one man so I could get everything that I wanted. But then I read a book, and basically the book was talking about that. It said you're not going to get everything that you want on your list. It's just not going to happen. And trying to look for perfection means that you are a narcissist. It talked about how we're attracted to people in three ways: physically, mentally, emotionally. So you need to pick your top two. So basically, if you want them to be cute and you want them to be smart, then they probably don't have any emotional empathy. And if they have empathy and they're smart, then they might not be your usual type. You have to pick. When I got back into the dating scene, I realized that the clothes I picked was very dependent on the type of guy that I would attract. If I wanted to go for the trendy Instagram model type of look, I attracted a certain type of guy. If I wanted to go for a more classic look, I attracted a different type of guy. This was when I really needed to get real with myself because, I was your typical, oh, I want him to be hood, but to work in corporate and be smart and be an entrepreneur and all this stuff. Like, everybody wants one, sis, and they are very far and few in between. And sometimes your type is just not for you. Like, you are not meant to be with who you think your type is. All in all, I had to remember that I was putting myself first and I wanted a certain caliber of man, and that meant I needed to go with a more classic look. Does not mean that I do not add trendy pieces, but I am not walking around looking like an Instagram model. I think a lot of women, as they're dating, they'll realize, like I did, that you don't actually know what you want until you start dating it.
There is a thing called the 80-20 rule for a reason. Me personally, I changed that to 70-30. But that came out because you're never going to get 100% what you want of anything: a person, a job, a house, a car, anything. It's never going to be 100% the way you want it. Nothing on God's green earth. So why are y'all women so delusional thinking that you are? Okay, you want that nice big house. You can design the house from top to bottom, front to back, side to side. But you might not like the location that it has to be put in. You might not like the insurance, the maintenance that has to be kept up with that house. All that stuff. Same thing with a car. Oh yeah, you might got you a nice GMC Yukon. I don't know, I'm just throwing something out there. Oh, but now you ain't gonna like when you go like to the bank, to the ATM, those little bitty spots that you gotta go through, those bank tellers and whatever. Yeah, you ain't gonna like how you gotta have a tight squeeze to get in there. Not that much parking spots for those big vehicles, the gas on it, the insurance, all that stuff. So it's the same thing when you come getting a partner, getting a mate. Now, I've been married almost 15 years. Love my wife to death. But she is not 100% everything I want in a woman. But see, I realized that at a very young age. I'm not going to get everything I want in a woman. And like she said it. If he's cute, then he's a liar. If he's not attractive, he could be smart and intelligent, but not physically attractive to her. It's always going to be something. That's what us men have been trying to tell y'all ladies for the longest. That's what we have been trying to tell you. There's always going to be something in a man that you're not going to like. And I thought it was so sad when she said she read a book that told her that. Men have been telling y'all women how men is. That you're not going to get everything you want in a man. Yeah, y'all listen to this Derrick Jackson, Steve Harvey, all these men that pander to you. But then once reality sets in, like with this lady, she looks like in her, I don't know, I'm just going to say her late 30s, early 40s maybe. Somewhere around there. We have been telling y'all this. A man is not going to be 100% what you want. Matter of fact, speaking of like Steve Harvey, he did a comedy show years ago. I forgot what it was called. But anyway, I remember on that stand-up show, he was wearing a bright yellow suit. I remember that. And he had a point in that show where he said, ladies, this is how you make one good man. Women he broke it down. I'm trying to remember exactly how he put it, but he said something about women like financial security, so you get your old man. Women like to communicate, so you get you a gay man. He said, women like a man that's gonna give her a lot of attention, so you get you an ugly man. I forgot exactly how he put it, but it was something like that. He put up a whole bunch of different men, and you round them all up. That's how you make one man. But the problem with that is, y'all women don't understand, you're not gonna get everything you want in one guy. I know I'm not 100% what my wife wants. I can tell you that. I know I'm not. But see, that's the thing. Us men, we realize that shit at a very young age. You're not going to get everything you want. Then she said she realized when she dressed a certain way, she attracted certain kind of men. We have been saying that for the longest too. If you dress like a prostitute, men gonna treat you like a prostitute. You dress like you got some respect, men are gonna treat you with respect. Yeah, I know you finna have some people, oh, that ain't true. I could dress in a 3-piece suit and men still wanna hit. Of course, men are still gonna wanna hit, but for the most part, men are gonna treat you with respect. Just like I did my wife when I met her. She gave that vibe that she has self-respect. She didn't have to dress all sexual and act like she's just gonna throw the pussy out there at me to get my attention. No. She was minding her business, doing her thing. I walked up to her and asked her out. And there were plenty of women on the job that were dressed like prostitutes. I walked right past all of them and walked up to my wife and asked her out. And don't say that ain't every man. There ain't a lot of men like that. Bullshit. Yes, it is. You present yourself a certain way, more opportunities are certain opportunities, I'm going to put it like that, it's going to come your way. It all depends on how you present yourself. How you dress, how you act, how you talk, the people you hang around, all that good stuff. This woman told you. She put it all out there. She said it. She gave some examples. She put up, she dressed like an Instagram model, so she attracts certain guys. She dressed professional, she attracts different guys. Ain't that what us guys have been telling y'all? I mean, what else needs to be said here? I'm not understanding why y'all not listening to a guy, you know what I'm saying, that's giving you facts, not the ones that's pandering to your feelings, but the ones that's honestly telling you, look, you're not going to get everything you want in a guy. There's a certain reason why there's a such thing called the 80-20 rule. Me, myself, I changed it to 70-30 because I know my wife is not 100% everything I want. She's not. There ain't no such woman. I learned that in my late teens. I learned that. I learned that in my late teens. That that the things I want in a woman, I can get the most beautiful, attractive woman. Oh, of course I have. I have before and I do now. But there's going to be some things about that woman I'm not going to like that's going to drive me fucking crazy. And the sooner you realize that not just a partner or a girlfriend, boyfriend, husband, or wife, as soon as you realize that about everything in life, your job. You might got a great job that pays good money, but now you finna bust your ass, be working harder than you ever worked. That job is located like an hour away from your house. or whatever the case is. Your boss getting on your damn nerves. You wish you was back at the other job. Yeah, you might have made less money, but you got along with more people. You get my point. You get my point. So I don't need nobody in here trying to come in my comments and talking about, well, how about this? And no, that's not true because this and that. Bullshit. Nobody or nothing on this earth is 100% the way you want it. And I brought up the GMC Yukon because I know that from personal experience. When I drive my Yukon, hell, I have a hard time going through the goddamn bank. You see what I'm saying? I have a hard time finding good parking spots for this big ass Yukon XL that I have. You see what I'm saying? I bring that. Yeah, I love my Yukon. Because that way, when I travel, you know what I'm saying? My wife, my daughter, certain family members, you know what I'm saying? Got a lot of room. We can travel. When I go and buy something big for the house, like a TV or a desk that I got to put together, whatever the case is, I can put it back in that Yukon. But I hate the insurance on that damn thing. I hate the gas. Well, the gas ain't too bad, but it's not bad. But anyway, I hate the parking. I hate when I'm driving, the lanes. It's not big enough. There's going to be something about whatever that it is that you want that you're not going to like. And I brought up a bank because, hell, I love the bank that I'm at, but it ain't that many in my area. So I have to travel a little bit of distance to get to my bank. And I brought up a job because that's me as well, too. I love my job. I get paid good money. Now, I don't have to travel far for the job, but my boss gets on my fucking nerves. Oh, my God, he does. But I'm being honest. And I brought up my wife, and I ain't finna go into details on my wife, but I love my wife to death. But there are some things about my wife I wish I could change. And I know she feels the same way about me. So it's not one-sided. But there are certain things that you know you're going to have to put up with to get what you want. That's why there's a such thing called 80-20 rule. Me personally, I said 70-30. Because I know I'm not going to get everything I want. Life does not construct around what I want. I know society has told mainly women that you can have 100% everything you want. And if you can't get it, oh well, never settle, sis. Okay, you keep living that. You keep believing that. While everybody else is happy and doing their thing and, you know what I'm saying? You the one that's constantly looking for 100% perfection when you not 100% perfection. I read some of the comments in this video. One lady said, well, I'm delusional because I'm waiting on 100%. She said, I'm everything that a man wants, so I'm looking for everything that I want. I was like, no woman is everything a man wants. No woman. I can tell you that right now. You run your mouth too damn much. You're not going to give him sex whenever he wants it. You're not going to cook whenever he wants it, how he wants it. You're not going to sit down and watch every sports game that he's into or whatever his hobbies may be. You're not going to 100% be all in that. What else? You're not going to just rub his back for no reason. You're not going to never not nag him. You're not going to just 100% of the time talk peaceful to him. See, I can keep going because not one woman on this earth is 100% what a man wants. Just because you're good looking doesn't mean shit. Oh, my wife is sexy than a motherfucker. Oh, my wife is sexy. But there are some things about her that I wish was not in existence, I guess you could say. So I'm just trying to understand where y'all women get this train of thought from. I'm going to go ahead and end this because I know I've been rambling for a minute. But I just want to know, where y'all get this thought from? Why do y'all think that what you want is 100% out there? 100% of what you want is out there. You got to go find it. Well, if that's the case, tell me why you haven't got it yet. Tell me. And it's sad that this lady said she had to read a book. Men have been telling you, we're not 100% perfect. We're not going to be 100% what you want. Plain and simple. End of discussion. That's it. End of discussion.